Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Kyuuyaku Megami Tensei 2. Last time, we broke down the barrier that was protecting Shinjuku from us. We managed to infiltrate Pazuzu's headquarters. We confronted our friend-turned-rival Ryu, who sicked the demonic dog Orthrus on us, and then we took out Orthrus in literally one turn of combat. After that fight, Ryu fucked off and went to parts unknown. And then we fought Pazuzu in a pretty heated battle, but we emerged victorious, as we always do, and we beheaded him, and now we just kind of have his head rolling around in our item bag. I always feel self-conscious about how I pronounce bag, because all my pals poke fun at me for it because of the Wisconsin accent, so I don't say it like other people, I say bag. When other people say, like, bag, I can't even pronounce it the quote-unquote right way, it just feels weird to my mouth, but whatever. I'm just gonna say bag, goddammit. So, once you manage to defeat Pazuzu and you explore more of Shinjuku, you can make your way here to, I believe this area is called Nakano. And there's a shop here, but there's also this Messian church. Messians don't really have that big of a role in this game. Yeah, it's Nakano. The Messian church really doesn't have that big of a role in this game, but we did get a passcode to enter the Shibuya Intelligence Building, which you may remember from all the way back, I think like episode 5 or 6, we went to Shibuya, and I believe we fought, was it Balam there? I think that was the demon we fought there. But we're gonna make a return trip there at some point now that we can enter that one building that we couldn't enter the passcode for before. I don't know why this random Messian seems to have access to that, but, you know, whatever. Passwords and passcodes have a way of getting lost and retrieved by just the last people you want them to get picked up by. Which is why you should sign up for a VPN service. Use promo code Raspberry. I can't do this joke. This is too fucking stupid. Reached level 35 with Takuma. I believe we end the game actually, I want to say around level 60 to 70, I want to say. Which, it's pretty high. This is a long game. This is, by the time this is done, this is going to be the longest of the Megami Tensei playthroughs I've done. And I'm still, part of me wonders if maybe it's just because I did a little less cutting of the actual crawling and stuff in this one compared to, like, the last game, but, I don't know. I think this is just a little bit of a meatier game between, all of the 3 Megami Tensei games I've done Let's Plays for. Yeah, you're going to become very familiar with this healer, especially if you take my advice from last episode and kind of grind up here, which we are going to do, but we're going to do some stuff. I figured before we did the grind fest, I would do some stuff beforehand. So, I believe on my first playthrough I stopped and did some grinding here, but I pushed on a little bit further in the plot this time around and then went back here to grind, funny enough, so. If you recall, the reason we got Pazuzu's head was because of this asshole. Here, catch. Oh, Mammon, or Mammon. Your life would have been so much simpler if you just fucking let us through your ridiculous gate that you apparently named after yourself like a douche. I believe that Mammon is associated with, like, greed or something like that, so maybe that's kind of supposed to be what this is symbolizing here. You know, his lust for power or just gain made him turn on us. It wasn't just enough to get Pazuzu's head from us, he had to also try to take our heads as well, but I don't know, maybe that's more of a lust for power than it is greed, but I guess sometimes those sorts of feelings can go hand in hand, so whatever. What a shocking twist. The demon ended up not keeping his word, so we're gonna have to take him down. As you do. Actually, too, speaking of demons and their mythological import and significance, I do think that Pazuzu's role as the alleged, you know, he of the demonic civil war going on, he definitely seems to be the demon that's more favorable to humans as much as a demon probably can be. And I think that might be, if you look up anything involving Pazuzu online, something that you see is that sometimes he is seen as even though he's evil, he is also sometimes seen as a protector of humans, if only indirectly because he wards off other evil spirits. And I almost wonder if maybe they kind of drew on that for inspiration for his role in the game here, where he is one of the major demonic lords in this world, but he also tries to position himself as having humans' best interests at heart, when it's probably not really the case, but, you know. I want the fan remake from Pazuzu's perspective, goddammit, where he's just like, no, I'm just trying to help you guys, why wouldn't you believe me? That would have been funny. This is all a misunderstanding, don't cut my head off and give it to some asshole who's guarding a gate. It actually would have been pretty cool. Maybe, you know, this game is a little old to maybe incorporate stuff like this, but if they really did feel like fleshing out the second route that you can possibly go through in this game, we aren't at the point yet where the route really splits, but it would have been kind of neat to be able to side with Pazuzu more, you know, kind of stick with the friend, and, you know, Mammon would have been like, hey, go cut off Pazuzu's head, and you'd just be like, fuck no, and kick his ass and then go through the gate anyways. That would have been kind of interesting. There's the, you know, there would have been two routes, like the, do you want to trust at least some of the demons route, or kind of the route we're on now, where I think our characters are very aware of the fact that really no good demons trying to fight for humanity in the wastes of Tokyo, so... New enemy type. Yeah, once you reach the other side... Actually, I don't even know if it's the other side. I think even before you go through the Mora Bridge, which I believe that... I don't know if... No, that's definitely not the last of the bridges that we have to get seals for. There is at least one more, if I recall correctly, that you'll see in a little bit, but... Yeah, I believe just this desert area in general, the encounters get more tricky. So this is also not probably the worst place to grind, but also, if shit goes south on ya, you know, you're a little far away from a healer, so that can be a little annoying to have to waltz back. Sometimes it's just better to do your grinding in the town areas, even though you're maybe going to be going at a little bit of a slower pace. Look at that, we learned a group lightning attack spell, so that's going to be very useful for certain mobs in this game. You can go up here, check out what this is. Fight a manticore first. I really wanted to get the fuck out of here, and that was not that was not going in my favor. Oh, Takuma, don't die. Not a fan. Not a fan. Uh-oh. 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 That's not good at all. Third time's the charm. There we go. And there we go. I don't think I've ever shown this off before, but when the main hero dies, the heroine will take over as the overworld sprite, which is a cute little detail. I like that a lot, actually. I guess grinding in this desert area actually isn't all that bad, because there's this terminal right here, which is actually pretty convenient. That was a good spot to put that, actually. So, yeah, I mean, if you wanna grind in that desert, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world, because you can just warp back to, wherever you want to go. Obviously, you have to have the wind seal first, before you can get over to that terminal, so just keep that in mind, but... Yeah, let's just revive everyone real quick. Definitely get into that midpoint of the game where we need to be careful about encounters like that, because things can go bad on you really fast if you're just trying to escape and you're not really accounting for the damage output potential of the enemy, especially when they're in You know, that group wasn't even that large, but it was large enough to, for RNG to fuck me over and finish off Takuma. I probably should have healed and, done something before trying to escape more. Sometimes I fall into that nasty habit of just, you know, hammering that escape button and wanting to, call it a day. Also, if I recall correctly, this demon, I believe is Celtos. Not actually that great of a demon, but if I recall, you're gonna want to recruit these at some point for some... or Salios. Celtos is the name of that Kia SUV, which I have to write for work. Never mind. God. Working in the automotive industry has rotten my brain. Salios, though, yeah. Remember where that demon spawns. It's in this whole general area, even south of that desert. You'll be able to find that funny lizard caveman. And at some point, you're going to want to recruit one, so... just jot that down as a note somewhere. I know I've done that at least a couple times with demons that we've run into, but it's a good idea to keep notes for some of them, and I've been doing the best I possibly can to highlight where those demons are. So yeah, I completely talked over us accepting this monk's trial. He's just gonna put you into a tiny fog dungeon. You just kind of need to wander around until you get to the boss here, and fight's pretty rough, but if you can beat Pazuzu, you probably won't be too bad here. I think the real gimmick of this area is that the game kind of expects you to be whittled down on your resources first, because you have to make your way all the way over here. And then you get stuck in this foggy area that can be really annoying to go through because there's a bunch of different rooms, so even if you use Mappara, you don't really know where you should be going, and it can get annoying to have to look around. And then you finally wander into this guy, and it's a real deal boss fight, so... probably would have been a lot easier, again, if I had done what I said I was going to do last time, and actually done all my grinding for new equipment and all that now, but I thought, I might as well go for the story progress and try to get some experience first before I decide to halt my progress and grind for a bit. So if you're struggling, just maybe consider shopping around Shinjuku and Nakano for new stuff, new shiny stuff. Lightning magic was really doing a number on that guy, though, jeez. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Extra level up is always nice. It's really nice, too, how your level ups will just fully heal your HP and MP. There's nothing better feeling in these games than getting towards the end of the dungeon. You're like, oh, I know a boss fight's coming up, and then getting a level up and just being like, yes, I'm saved. It just feels great. RPG should just do that. It always feels good to get all your shit back after you level up. Just a nice feeling overall. I don't care how hard you want to make your RPG's gameplay, just do it. It feels good and satisfying. It makes grinding a bit more fun and engaging, too, in my experience. You know, every little bit of joy you can get when your character increases a level, no matter what form that takes, whether it be new stats, new skills, acting like a full heal, just do it. Make leveling up in your RPGs feel good. Character progression just is one of the reasons I love this genre. I think that's one of the reasons I've always loved this genre ever since I was a kid, just that sense of growth and development is just very addicting. Especially in these older games where just the act of walking around in places is a struggle. I'm playing through, I think I was talking about this a few LPs ago, or a few episodes ago, but yeah, I've been still making my way through Baldur's Gate, and progression in that game is just so monumentally slow, and it's making me really appreciate other computer RPGs I've played where progression's a little bit faster. And I think this might be the encounter where... let's see. There we go, I got the Dragon Mace. That was the very powerful melee weapon that I was talking about an episode or two ago. So yeah, let's just equip that. And also you can see from the Maka that, yeah, I spent a fair amount of time grinding. And you may think, geez, that's a lot of money, but trust me, it's gonna go fast once we get our new shit. So yeah, let's test this thing out. See, holy shit, 111. It doesn't do multi-hits, but it's okay. You only gotta smash someone in the face with it once, and it does the job. And as you can see, we got the crystal sword from that enemy too. So I did that encounter just to test out the dragon mace for all of you, and I ended up getting a crystal sword, so that was really cool. That hallway especially that I'm in right now, that just keep walking up and down this hallway with the healer in it. You can grind for that dragon mace, you can grind for crystal swords. It's just a good hallway for grinding. I feel like everyone has that with certain games where you especially the Souls games actually. You kind of start to associate certain spots in the game world with like, oh, this is the route I used for doing my grinding at this point in the game or whatever. And I feel like that, I don't know, at least for me, maybe for some people it becomes a point of annoyance, or you know, you look back at that or you're like, oh god, I remember wasting so many hours here grinding or doing whatever. But I don't know, I feel like grinding spots in games for me kind of become a point of you know, just fond memories. They're something to look back on and just kind of smile at, more often than not, at least. So yeah, let's sell some of this stuff here. Don't know why I didn't sell the Serpent Blade. Maybe just, I don't know. Sometimes even when stuff stops being useful in these games, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'll hold on to it because there's only one of them or whatever. Oh, no, I did sell it, okay. I was struggling with it though, you could feel it in the way I moved my cursor around that menu. So let's get the Panzer Arm, which in my opinion is just a hand puppet that looks like a tank. And now Asuka got some cool new shit. And there we go, and go ahead and sell all that. I don't remember if at this point I go to the store to also get shit for Takuma. I guess we'll have to see in the recording, but I may hold off. Asuka is definitely the party member that it's more important to keep alive, at the very least, just because she's very useful for healing. You know, Takuma hits things hard, but there's no shortage of demons that are potentially recruitable in this game that can hit things for you hard, but there's only one Asuka, and you'll never get another demon in this game, or a demon in this game that has the same amount of utility spells and healing magic that Asuka has at her disposal at any given time, so she is probably the most important party member to keep alive at any given moment. Like, when Takuma dies in a dungeon, I'm like, ah, that sucks, but whatever. When Asuka dies, I'm like, ah, this is gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with, so. Especially because revival items in this game in particular are just very scarce. It's they're hard to come by. There are ways to get them, but they're not the most reliable. Mostly just from the grinding, or the gambling games and stuff. So as you may remember this tunnel, we are making our way all the way back to Shibuya, over here. And then let's see what the deal is with this intelligence building. So you might think because we activated the passcode, everything's gonna be nice and friendly to us in this intelligence building. That is not the case. We are gonna get shot as soon as we walk through the front door. What an entrance! And also just this dungeon in general. If you follow my path, you'll take minimal damage, but this little mini dungeon in general is just chock full of trap tiles like that will just have turrets come down from the ceiling and shoot you, and it's very annoying. So They don't deal the most damage, but kind of a pain in the ass dealing with them over and over again. And the random encounters are even more turrets. I know it's called the Intelligence Building, probably because it was a research facility of some type, but I like to think the guy who owned it was just a big fan of turrets, and he was like, I'm going to collect them all. I'm going to have the coolest collection of ceiling turrets in the entirety of Tokyo. And we are now dealing with the consequences. We're going to go the long way around here. Went too far the long way. One more bullet to the face. And we're going to access this computer. See you next time.